Wherever you are, welcome to the second day of Crufts 2022. This is Jim Rosenthal in the main arena alongside Graham Partridge. Let's just run through what we can look forward to on day 2 of the greatest dog show in the world. Coming right up, the agility, the Crufts medium and large novice ABC final. 9:40 a singles heat of the agility, jumping as well. 10:35 good citizen dog scheme display. These are all UK times, of course. Heel work to music competition follows, and early in the afternoon we have the rescue dog agility. More agility, 1:35 the Crufts singles heat, and agility at 2:30. Myself and Graham are going to be pretty busy this afternoon. Plenty of agility taking place in the main arena here at the National Exhibition Centre just outside of Birmingham. The Flyball was fantastic yesterday, 3:10. The rest of the quarterfinals, 4 go through, 4 go out. 3:50 vulnerable breed competition, and a 4:20 heel work to music competition winner. The agility singles final, 4:45, and then into the evening session we go with the breeders competition final at 5:30, the group judging of the terrier group at 6:10, and at 7 o'clock group judging the hound group. And every single thing will be covered right here on our YouTube channel. Apologies if you had a few problems yesterday. I am assured that those problems have been rectified, so you can enjoy every single second, as always, on Crufts' YouTube channel. So now we're looking forward to our first event here in the main arena. It is the medium anything but a collie. That's ABC, of course. Crufts medium and large intermediate novice ABC final. It's for medium ABC dogs. The grades go from 1 to 7, 1 being the lowest grade, 7 the highest. We have 2 competitions in one over the same course. 2 parts, in fact. This morning we'll have the jumping. This afternoon we will have the agility. 2 separate awards and an overall winner. Graham Partridge is alongside me. Graham, good morning to you, and we're going to get the day off to quite a start with our first competition on day 2.
Morning, Jim. Morning, everybody. Yes, one of my favourite competitions of the weekend. It's the ABC, which is anything but a collie, so it just gives all the other breeds a chance to showcase their skills, and just to show to everyone at home, you don't need a border collie or a working sheepdog to do dog agility. You can have any sort of dog you like.
First to go, Masha Shavarina and Altai, 4-year-old Saluki. First Saluki to qualify for Crufts in agility, the only Saluki to earn an agility warrant. Born in Belgium. Very interested to see how this one goes. And remember, these are novices. So we'll err on the side of kindness this morning, shall we, Graham? We don't want any waspishness from up here, do we?
Always err on the side of kindness, as you say. This is for grade 1 to 5 dogs, which is basically the novice in the Kennel Club parlance. But they could well actually have gone up the grades by now. They qualified at novice, and this is a really, really good start. It's a lovely course been set here, and I think we're looking for a clear round. We are in. So that's going to set the benchmark, clear round in 40.202. So well done to her.
Yes, a very careful clear round as well. Beautiful looking dog. I don't think I've seen a dog go that carefully through the weaves in all my time at Crufts, but there we are. Next to go is Sally Clark and Arthur, 5-year-old Hungarian wire-haired Vizsla, member of the gun dog breed that will be in action here on the final day on Sunday. First agility dog for Sally, this one. I'm very surprised to have made it this far.
Well, not quite sure why she's surprised. We passed her this morning that we've got a small practice jump out at the back in the collecting arena, so dogs can get used to the carpet, and she was doing very well here. We always have a practice jump out in the collecting arena because day on day people don't compete on grass. It's artificial, fantastic artificial grass. We've got them normally on earth, but this is again is shaping up to a lovely round and a great time as well. 33.20024. Well done.
That's the best so far. Nice clear round. 2 clear rounds thus far. Alison True and Gabby. 5-year-old Vi Morana. Magical moments Alison has had with Gabby, and can be a contrary lady, this one. And Alison just hoping it doesn't all end in mayhem here. We shall see. It's not. Go on, Graham.
Just picking up refusal there. You saw the judge with a clenched fist. Clenched fist means it's a refusal, and 3 refusals anywhere on the course is an unfortunate elimination, but they will, of course, be allowed to carry on should they wish to do so. But now it looks as though we're back on track now into the weaving poles. They must go to the right of the weaving poles and then in and out alternately after that. And now she changes side so that she's on the inside of this circle. You always want to be on the inside of the circle that the dog's going round. Coming round here, so it looks as though it's going to be just the 5 poles, but again, a good time, 39.170.
Yep, good recovery from Gabby after an uncertain start, it's fair to say. Sarah Bowyer and Eric, 5-year-old Labrador, Super Ginger Ninja, this one known as. First agility dog for Sarah, first time at Crufts as well. And like so many here, absolute dream come true, running on the green carpet that is has been freshly laid for Crufts 2022. Good speed, good ability as well. This looks just about the best so far. What about the weaves? It's very smartly through there. If it keeps going like this, Eric the Labrador will be top of the pile in the end. Barking away round as well through the tunnel at the end. This is really good. Oh, little full 360, don't worry about that. Still good enough to be a couple of seconds inside it and go top of the pile.
Very nice. I'm sure her heart must have been in her mouth then when he turned the circle in front of the jump, but wasn't marked because he wasn't in a position to do the jump at the time it turned in a circle, so a clear round.
And Sizer and Sky, 4-year-old Labrador from Eastleigh in Hampshire. Sky, a working bred Labrador. Examples here, Graham, really how a lot of people, I'm sure, around the world looking at this say, well, I'm sure my dog could do that, and there's no reason why the dog couldn't do this.
You're absolutely true, Jim. It is truly a sport for all dogs. Obviously, some dogs are better suited to it at all. So, I mean, the large giant breeds will actually, or can still do it, but they just do the very, very small jumps. If you're interested in having a go onto the Kennel Club website, search for Find a Club and join a club, get some great tuition and be well looked after.
One or two problems with the weaves for Sky, picking up 10 faults. A very enthusiastic competitor. Debbie Hedger, smooth-coated version of the Hungarian Vizsla. Zach's 3rd year of competition, 2nd time here. Bit of a film star, this one. There's a bit of TV and film work, and likes being under the bright lights, but he's in the right place here on the 2nd morning of Crufts 2022. Good start as well, very good so far, very quick, faultless round. This is good from Zach. It's good and it's quick. What about the weaves? Yep, in the right way. Good speed through the weaves as well. Over the U-move jump right in front of our commentary position. A sharp turn there. And over the spread too, through that final tunnel. This is going to be really good. 31.334, and that is #1 for Debbie and the smooth-coated Hungarian Vizsla. This is Mac, working bearded collie, 9 years of age, and Joan Hart, one to go after this. A homebred boy, loves to run fast, this one. And a real true friend to the handler, Joan Hart. So a couple in the 31s and clear. One large dog to go after this.
Oh, and unfortunately, just a pole down. Jones, a very experienced handler, although this is one of her novice dogs. She's been involved with agility for a very long time. In fact, Joan and I did our Kennel Club judging course together back in whenever it was, but she still loves her agility. This is a lovely dog that she's got here, very enthusiastic, and as I say, it's a big ask here to be in the main arena, but a great thrill for them, I'm sure. So just the 5 faults as she comes up. Go on, get over, well done. Great time as well, just under 31 seconds.
Quickest time. What a shame about those faults. Just nicking that barrier there, pushing her down the list a bit. Last of the large dogs, Tracy Hunt and Ragnar, another Vizsla. This one's smooth coated, 5-year-old, first time at Crufts. Other Vizsla of Tracy's won this competition back in 2016. Ragnar, a bit like Peter Pan, apparently, the boy who never grew up. Only 5, though. Now this could be really good because it's really quick. Oh, just went wide there as pick up penalties. Just didn't go through that first weed from the right-hand side, and that will compromise the round greatly. But was really generating some speed. Another full 360 degrees turn over the new move jump over the spread, through the tunnel and over the Kennel Club as the finale.
So well done to Debbie Hedger, Toddy's Red Hot, winner of that part of the competition in 31.334. We're now going to, the jumps are going down to the new intermediate height that we introduced a couple of years ago, but it's the first time we've actually seen it at Crufts. This is now the start of actually a separate competition. It's still for ABC dogs.
Just confirmation of that result then. Debbie and Zachary, top of the pile. Sarah and Eric, second, and Sally, Clark and Arthur, third, making that top 3 in the large novice section. Sorry, Graham, we interrupted you there to show you those results. You carry on.
That's fine. I was just going to say this is a new competition. It's for intermediate dogs, still novice dogs we're going to see, and still all ABC, but now over the new intermediate height.
First of 8 intermediate dogs. Raff, 3-year-old crossbreed, and Ellie Buffett. Rescue dog, this one, got him at 4 months old. His 4th home. Very hard to work to start with, but described as man as a box of frogs, so anything could happen here.
Can you say box of frogs in a dog agility competition?
I just have, probably not. It's a decent start. And okay through the weeds, that big tail wagging and the ears flapping. Great sight, great pictures too. Good finale. This will be reasonably quick. This will be good. Yep, that's the best so far. 30.5 and no faults for Ellie, Buffett and Raff.
Very enthusiastic style. Look at that tail, ears, head, body, all going in different directions at the same time. How's that possible?
12-year-old Gibbers, the whippet. Nigel Staines, the handler. A good old girl, says Nigel. Rarely trains, blows very hot and cold, this one. We're hoping for a hot performance. We've already seen one in this section, haven't we?
We have, but 12 years of age is a really, really good age, and probably you wouldn't normally be running a dog, but people say to me quite often, when should I stop running my dog? Well, the dog will tell you. You will know yourself. This dog is still having a ball, still very able. Its agility's kept her fit and able, and good on you, Nigel. As I say, this probably will be a last year, but who knows?
It's kept Nigel fit and able as well. Through the tunnel over the Kennel Club. Oh, just went round the side of it. Would you believe it? Just went round the side, right at the end there. You have to go the full course. And that's a shame at the end of that, Graham.
It was. I think Nigel started to get a bit excited then, Jim, and he forgot what was going on. Look at him. He's going, what an idiot I am. But as I say, nobody's told the dog. Dog's having a great time.
2-year-old Kelpie, Krugerrand and Bethany Todd. Very young Kelpie, only his 9th competition this. Nigel Staines is training this one at the Dark Destroyer Agility up there near Carnforth. And away we go. A little slap of the hands. Didn't work that one. You're going to have to start again. Now, away we go. Shame about the mistake at the start there, because Krugerrand looks to have the makings. Elegant jumping style, that. And that's about the quickest through the weaves we've seen this morning over the new move jump. And again. And that spread, that's a really flying finish. What a shame about that start. That's really, really good. Tell us about the start, Graham.
It was, she picked up speed as she went through there, but you see at the start, she decided that she's going to recall the dog over the first jump. The dog got a little bit confused, as I say, big occasion for these dogs, and it incurred a refusal.
4-year-old Ernie, bearded collie. I'm sure that he'd have had a nice brush and bath today, heavily coated. Laura Brenchley, the handler, first time at Crufts. A lovely little dog who loves to work and goes into the zone when he does agility. Described as a flying carpet when he runs. I can see what Laura means. But the carpet is going well.
I think she's just hoping it's going to be a magic carpet today.
Like it, like it. Who said you were bad in the mornings, Graham? Very good. This is a really good round. It could even be the best of the lot. We'll see. 30.8. Just into second place, but that's a great performance from Laura Brenchley and Ernie.
Really, really good effort. As I say, I'm loving seeing these ABCs going round, just to show that they'd have just as much fun as anybody else. Well done. And she's had fun as well. Look at that. Great delight.
Cassie Webster, an ace, 5-year-old English Springer Spaniel. Cheeky one, this. Likes to eat anything. You don't leave your socks lying around. When Ace is around the house, from Hull, these two. And that is a perfect start from Ace, barking all the way around. But faults there. Hannah Banks, we caught her that raised arm. Picking up speed through the middle part of the course. That is really excellent work from Ace. Comes down towards our commentary position, that tight right-hand turn. Now the finale over the spread and through the tunnel and completing the Kennel Club jump.
Shame about that fault, but probably those of you would notice that at the very beginning there that Cassie dropped the ball that she had. She then picked it up and put it in her pocket. You can't carry anything in your hand when you're competing.
Next to go, Julian Rook and Millie. Spanish water dog, 3 years of age. Gun dog, this one. Loyal and active. And look at that beautiful curly coat as well. Started competing with Millie last April, so a relatively new combination. Julian Rook and the Spanish water dog, Millie. You do get a sense of the massive enjoyment and fun that handler and dog are getting from this early on the second morning of Crufts 2022. This is a very neat and tidy round so far. Might not be the quickest, but it's very precise and accurate. And through we go, through the tunnel. And it's 33 dead, and that is good enough for third place at the moment. Very good performance, Graham.
Very nice round. You see that he starts the dog from the opposite side of the jump. The the round doesn't start until the dog goes through the timing gates, and it also allows Julian to get onto the course. So nothing wrong with what he did.
Great expertise that from Graham. One to go after this one. This is Erin, 9-year-old working bearded collie, and June McKinnon, 9 years of age, a proper golden oldie. All good from Erin and June thus far. Great work. They're clear, and it's a good start to the round. What about entered the right way. Great stuff through the weaves. Over the U-move, jump, tight right-hander again. Have to pick up a bit of time here, probably. But what a good round this is. Really, really excellent. Oh, that's the one you want to go to. Little swerve at the end. Great stuff from June and Erin, the 9-year-old working bearded collie. Super.
Great advert for dog agility. We've got an ABC dog, and I'm sure that June won't mind me saying that she's not in the early years of her life.
One of the more experienced handlers.
One of the more experienced handlers. So absolutely fantastic. Great advert.
Great images there too. Last of the intermediate dogs, Maddie Newton leading in Luna, 9-year-old Springer Cross Cocker. Her last show this before she retires, and Maddie and all her connections are really proud of her. 9 years of age, looking for a grand finale on the biggest stage of all at Crufts. We know that Luna is there, and it's good. It's a quick round as well. All but the weaves. That is definitely not how to do them. So pick up 5 faults there. Did it right in the end. And it's, apart from the weaves, this looks really, really good. Well done. Well done to Maddie and Luna. And that's, if it is the last time, that's not a bad way to say goodbye.
I was just about to say, if you're going to retire or stop competing, biggest and best dog show in the world in the main arena, in this setting, absolutely fantastic.
So Ellie Buffett and Raf first, Laura Brenchley and Ernie in second place, and Julian Rook and Millie closing out our top 3, and we'll just give you the complete list of that excellent competition that we've just all enjoyed.
So now we move on to the medium ABC. This is for 1 to 7 dogs, so a separate competition, and for slightly open, it's an open competition basically from any grade, so it should be a good competition this.
First to go is Geezer, 5-year-old Shetland sheepdog. Nicola Garrett, experienced, successful handler. Geezer's first time at Crufts, and he's certainly going to have fun. That's a flying start from Nicola and Geezer. Really quick, tight turn into the tunnel. Real buzz around the arena on this round. This is really setting the standard. This is high quality. Great through the weaves too. That tail bashing away on those poles. Hard right over the U-move. Then a little left-hander. Then the spread. This is going to be inside 30 seconds comfortably. And over the final. What a great round that is. Nicola Garrett and Geezer clear, and 27 seconds the time.
I mean, Nicola's a fantastic handler anyway, very experienced international and domestic competitor, but just demonstrating that the jump up now from the novice dogs to the more senior dogs as well. Great stuff.
Sam, 8-year-old Springer Spaniel, and Erin Inverarity from East Lothian. Always big Scottish support here at Crufts, and quite a few of them have got up reasonably early to support Erin and Sam. And another good, quick, very competitive round so far from these two. Weaves in from the right and smoothly in and out of the weaves as well. Little left-hander into the second of the U-move jumps, and again another very quick round indeed. Very good, 30.3 and clear. second place. Excellent competition so far, Graham.
It is. Great round there from Erin. Dog having an absolute ball. Look, the first thing he does when he finishes over that jump is to say, come on, where's my toy? So she'll go and get that from the steward.
There it is.
There goes the toy. That's the reward for doing it so well.
Lily Dakin and Scout. 5-year-old Sheltie from Andover. Up and running. Excellent through that jumping section. Good sound coming out of the tunnel too. And covering the ground really quickly. I can't see anything wrong with this so far. But a fair bit to go. Got to turn really tightly there. Yep, good turn, good grip on the carpet. Good finale over the spread. This is really quick. Really quick. 28.8 for Lily and Scout. And second place for these two.
Loving it, Jim. Absolutely loving it. These dogs are having the best time of their lives. And when you get a clear round, it's also the same for the handler.
Colette Atwell and Jacko, 5-year-old miniature poodle. First time at Crufts for both of them. Very nervous and excited. And just to mark your card, nickname of Jacko is Wacko Jacko. We'll see. Well, all seems pretty orderly and pretty good and pretty faultless as well. Yeah, that's great going through the weaves. He's scurrying towards the next obstacle. It's going to be up there. It is going to be in the frame, this one for sure. 28.9 and into the top three they go, deservedly so.
Very nice to see, two-footing through the weaves, not necessarily the quickest, but still very efficient. And then we just had that slight hesitation at the end.
This is Kaiser, 4-year-old working Cocker Spaniel, and Linda Westerby. Kaiser is her fourth agility dog. Crufts' final, though, is a first for both of them. He is an absolute joy to run, this one. Some very quick dogs have gone ahead of Kaiser. But it made a very, very good first half of this course. Just a slight flicker going into the weaves, but it's all okay. That's a really good turn too over the spread. It's going to be very fast, very fast. 28.6. And that's second place for Kaiser and Linda.
Very, very nice. Perhaps I should just explain to people that you're seeing the name Pogo Star Pandemonium coming up. That's actually the Kennel Club name, and all the dogs you see competing here have to be registered with the Kennel Club, either on the breed or the activity register.
Deborah Tedson Stitch, working Cocker Spaniel from Warwickshire. Trained gun dog. This one worked all season in between agility competitions.
And there we go. Say, multi-talented dog this, working dog, and does agility just for a bit of fun, I think you call it. But this is far from fun. This is a very accomplished dog here, and partnership. Very quick courses into that tunnel. The dog working away from the dog very nicely here. At some stage she needs to get on the other side of these weaving poles. She opts to change behind the dog, which unfortunately makes the dog turn the wrong way and picking up an elimination. So such a shame, but she'll have had a great time, great chance to demonstrate and strut their stuff at Crufts.
Great spot that from Graham, spotting that Deborah was the wrong side of those poles, and yep, sadly an elimination. Was a good round up to then. Penultimate medium dog, Mr. Kelpie, Nigel Staines, and Zico, 4-year-old Kelpie, a young dog. Nigel, a real champion of the breed, and a beautiful looking breed those Kelpies are as well, and with a wonderfully distinctive jumping style. Really flies and almost hangs in the air to Zico and the Kelpies, and at the moment they're very competitive as they go into those weaves. Slight stutter going into the U move, but might just cost a bit of time. Again, through the tunnel, then. Never the quickest, but they're very entertaining. A bit of hesitation at the end as well. Well done, Nigel, and well done, Zico.
Yeah, well done to them. As you say, this dog, I think, still maturing, still gaining in confidence. Although they are generally a confident breed, they can be quite slow to pick up their confidence. So I think there's more to come from that dog.
This is the last dog, Hannah Fairweather and Spyro, 5-year-old Shetland sheepdog from Sheffield. First time at Crufts, named after Spyro the Dragon, which Graham tells me is from the video game. I don't play such things myself. Only has little legs, this one, but always tries her best. Oh dear, that's a wrong course. And but of course the dog will complete the round. We just caught a crossed hands from Judge Hannah Banks. But why not? They're going to have a bit of fun and try her best. Spyro, the 5-year-old Shetland sheepdog, and Hannah Fairweather completing this part of the competition. So Nicola Garrett, experienced handler, and Geezer at #1, Linda Westerby and Kaiser, the working cocker, second, and Lily Dakin and Scout, the Sheltie, in third place. Just round up and complete the results for you.
Here we go with the prize giving for the 3 competitions that we've just seen here, the ABCs.
Hannah Banks here to present, that is the judge of our competition. So, the winner of the Crufts Medium ABC final.
And we're starting off with the presentation for the medium ABC.
That's
Presentation's been made by Hannah Banks there. To Nicola Garrett, the winner. Obey, that's unlikely. Very experienced competitor, but she says she never, ever gets tired of winning here on this green carpet. And then Linda Westerby. Is she pleased? Yes, she is. The dog gets a great big fuss. Look at the big smile as well.
The Crufts Intermediate Novice ABC final is Ellie Buffett.
And then the intermediate winner is Ellie Buffett. With Raph, the crossbreed. And again, look at him looking up at her saying, did I do good, Mum? Did I do good? I've got my toy. I don't care about anything else. And then Laura Brenchley as well. Big smile from her. We're better to win than Crufts on this green carpet. And then the winner of the large, and I know she's going to be absolutely thrilled with this. I know Debbie quite well. The winner of the large, Toddy's Red Hot Ginger, fantastic. Look at him, he's just saying, oh, he says, I've enjoyed myself. And there we go, Sarah Boyer picking up the reserve, second place, showing us all the rosette. Great stuff. Great advert for the ABC. The cameraman's going to have to get wipe his lens out now. And there we go for the customary lap of honour. And why not? And still, we've got a pretty good crowd in here for this time in the morning, which is really, really good to see. And it's going to be a fantastic Friday here at Crufts.
Keep that.
Everyone loves Simba. He's either bouncing off the walls or he's asleep. He is a very, very friendly dog. He loves people. There's not many dogs like him in the country. We're a very small team that supports all of the London Fire Brigade. Our job is to investigate fires to determine their cause and origin, and we have our dogs to support us. Simba's an English Springer Spaniel. We got him when he was a year old. I picked him up in Birmingham, and the very next day we went to work. He was very much part of the Fire Brigade from that point on. They have a number of qualities that are absolutely vital to what we do.
The dogs themselves are known as a hydrocarbon detector dog. They are looking for the presence of ignitable liquids and solids. The dogs, with their keen sense of smell, can identify that rapidly.
So we have a wooden stirring stick, so you'll put a little bit of paraffin on the stick and then I'll go and hide it. And Simba's job is to find it. Even if I place it down, he's seen where it's been put, he will still use his nose to look for it. So he trust his nose first. The best part of the search is not finding it, it's the searching for it. If you look at his tail, when he's searching, that's when it's moving the fastest. So the rule of a dog's tail never lies always applies. And as soon as he finds it, he gives you the ball back and he wants to go find the next one. He always amazes me still sometimes when I think, oh, it's going to take us a few minutes to do this. And within seconds, Simba's found it. He's a very, very unique dog. What Simba's in now is mainly what he wear in a fire. So these are boots to protect his paws from sharps. They're not fireproof because he doesn't go into a hot fire scene. But it's important that his paws are safe from kind of metal or broken glass. We go absolutely everywhere together. So we genuinely are a team. We're on duty half the time and then are available in case there's an incident. Whenever we're working, I don't really need to tell Simba what to do because he's already second guessed. He also works as a bit of an unofficial therapy dog as well. Some of the work we do may not be particularly pleasant, and the one great thing that he does, he actually supports our other fire investigators. He's always there, he's genuinely one of the team. He's emotionally intelligent as well, so I always like telling the story of Simba's first shout, and we were called to investigate an arson. He did indicate a number of areas where an accelerant had been used. The sad thing was the owner of the house, she was pregnant. She was really, really upset. But Simba's mood changed immediately. He went from being really excited to really calm. He went straight over to her, laid his head on her lap, and he allowed her to stroke him for, I think it was nearly 20 minutes. At the most serious of incidents, he does really calm people down. Simba is the perfect dog for the role. You've heard the term, if you find a job you love, you'll never work another day in your life. He's got a job that he loves. Every dog's a hero, but the only difference is that Simba's been given the opportunity to do a really important job, and that's what makes him a hero.
We're not heroes. I help people in my job, I help people doing this. We're not heroes. My name is Peter Lewin. I'm a paramedic for East Midlands Ambulance Service. I also run Pete Lewin Newfoundlands. We take people swimming in open water with the dogs for emotional support. Right, grab a dog. This is Bob. Bob is our non-swimmer. Bob is our mascot dog. Storm, he's very needy. Sonar, he'll swim his heart out for you. And Walker, he's been given to us by the American Foundation for Prevention of Suicide. We'll have a bit of a swim across, like normal. We get the guys to swim out with us, and I'll call one of the dogs out. Say Sonar, and all you can hear is Sonar blowing out of his nose as he's swimming by. It's just peace and quiet and takes you away from the stress of everything that we go through. We've been doing a lot of work this last summer with the East Midlands Ambulance Service. As you can imagine, it's been quite a tough time for all of us. It's okay not to be okay, and who helps those that are helping the others? Not just paramedics and ambulance staff, but the nurses, everybody else who's there to help them.
I did a staff wellbeing day here. When I did the quiet swim, I got extremely emotional. When I finished it, I cried. And then Sonar just sat with me for the whole day then. Just give me a little nudge every now and again. When you're in the water, you just get that element of, it makes you just feel great.
You see, we were never ever going to get used for real rescue in this country, unfortunately. And I'd sort of developed different manoeuvres for getting people out of the water. But these moves are not just for real rescue. These are great for emotional support, because as I've got that person in that hold, it's giving that confidence that somebody's there for them. We are physically rescuing them, but it's more so mentally rescuing them. There's 3 people around that would tell you that they're here today because of swimming with ease, which is an amazing thing to do. I go into schools and I do water safety workshops. The girl who helped me with that from the start, she absolutely loved it. We're having a discussion around at her house about what we're going to do. She says to me, "Do you remember I was late coming to give you a hand with your training session?" I says, "Yeah, I do." And she says, "Well, I was going to take an overdose that day, but I decided I'd go and help you out because of the dogs and that." And she said, "It was his eyes, the way they look at you. He wasn't there to judge, he wasn't there to criticise, condemn or anything. All he wanted to do was come out and take me back to shore." She said that was it. And she's still here today because of that swim. And I just thought, yeah, that's pretty powerful. It makes me feel proud, passionate about what we're doing, proud of the team, proud of these boys. To have that ability to help people, it's just amazing. My pets are helping these people. It's amazing.
I couldn't see my girls' faces. I felt like my world was crumbling. It was like my eyes were closed. I was then matched with Milo. It was one of the happiest days of my life. Milo's a hero because he's given me my life back. He's enabled me to be a dad again to my girls and to be a husband again to my wife. I first lost my sight 3 years ago. It happened when I was at work. I used to work on a farm. I've got a condition called diabetic retinopathy, which is when blood vessels grow into the back of the eye and then they can leak into your eye, obscuring the vision. I had a bleed in my eye. My wife Amanda picked me up and I never went back to the farm. I went into a very dark place which I never want to go in again. Being trapped in 4 walls, not being able to go out, I was petrified.
I'd say he hadn't just lost his sight, I think he just lost himself, if that makes sense. We're not afraid to talk about it now, but he'd often cry at night because life had changed for him and he had to adapt and learn things all over again. So yeah, it was tough.
Now in my left eye, I can't see nothing at all. And in my right eye, I can see blurry shapes. I wouldn't go anywhere without Milo, and Milo doesn't go anywhere without me. He's enabled me to go out independently, confidently, knowing that I'm going to be safe. I felt an instant connection with Milo. As soon as he put his chin on my knee, as soon as he gave me his paw, it was amazing. Milo's looking out for dangers, he's looking out for curbs, cars, anything ahead of me that I can't see. Milo will find a bench as well, so if I asked him to find a bench, he will take me straight to a bench and put his chin on it. It's like I've got my eyes when I've got Milo. I just feel so safe with him. There's a few moments Milo has actually saved my life. We were at a crossing and I'd pushed a button and the beepers had just gone off, so I asked Milo to go forward and Milo didn't move. He was like he was concrete to the ground. 2 cars sped past through the crossing as the beepers were going. A couple of seconds later, while we were walking up the street, a police car sped past after these 2 cars. If we'd have walked forward, me and Milo would have both been hit by these cars, and it was that fast. And Milo didn't move, he kept me safe. He used his eyes, his instincts, and he saved my life. Every day, I put my life in Milo's paws. He's everything, not just to me, to my whole family.
And people see Scott or other people walking with a guide dog and they just think, oh, that's just their aid. But no, he's far much more than that. He really is. I feel like Milo is my hero as well. He's given me my husband back, you know. He's given the children that dad figure back.
He helps my dad, and not just my dad, everyone, and he makes them all happy.
He's like become a lot happier because he's got a lot more freedom now.
He helps him when he's like crossing the roads. He's soft, he's cuddly, perfectly me.
I can be happy again now, and it gives me a real sense of purpose. I'm now at college, studying counselling. I would never have had the confidence to go to college if it wasn't for Milo. He helps me with my anxiety if I do start to panic slightly. I really want to use the skills that I'm going to learn because of Milo to help other people that are in my position. Milo's given me my sight back. He's given me a vision. He's given me everything, and I can't thank him enough.
We rescued Chewy at 12 weeks of age. He was found abandoned with his litter mates, his brother and sister, in a garden. They were tied in a bag. They'd got duct tape around their paws, their mouths. Never really identified who'd abandoned the pups. The lady whose garden it was found them, thank goodness, took them to her vet. They put a post on their Facebook page with like, oh my goodness, look at these little puppies, they'll be looking for their homes. So I went down on the train and met him, brought him back first class. The train was actually 15 minutes late leaving Preston because all the Virgin train crew wanted their photograph taken with him, and he's been with us ever since. When we adopted him, we decided that we'd give something back. In 2019, I read a report on Facebook about a puppy that had been found buried alive, very close to where we are now. He was actually sitting on my knee when I read the article, and it just rang so many bells that there, but for the grace of God, for the want of an expression, that could have been him. Unfortunately, his injuries were too severe. He had to be put to sleep. And I thought, do you know what? This little dog just deserves to be forever remembered by this town. As a permanent memorial to Shiloh, we planted a tree for him because it's just continually going to grow. It's going to change as he would have done. So one of the reasons why we selected this tree is because it's an evergreen. So it's almost like a symbol of eternity. So yeah, this is the tree we planted for Shiloh. When we first got Chewy, we decided that we'd actually teach him to do CPR on one of our other dogs, just purely as a trick. And that actually proved quite useful, probably coming up for about 2 years ago now, where he effectively saved my husband's life. Ray's got quite advanced multiple sclerosis, he's wheelchair bound, struggles very much with his speech now, but it's almost like he's found a way to communicate with Chewy and Chewy's found a way to communicate with him. He's always got one eye on Ray and what Ray's doing. It's just like he's his soulmate. I was actually out in the garden, the 2 bigger dogs were upstairs. He was with Ray. I've heard him barking and his barking got more and more frantic. Luckily the French doors were open. I think if the doors had been shut, I probably wouldn't have heard him. I've come into the house and Chewy was licking his face, jumping on his chest, licking his face, and I thought, oh my goodness, you know, just what's going on? Ray had actually stopped breathing and then suddenly his heart stopped. I managed to get him onto the floor, did some CPR on him while talking to an ambulance crew, and Chewy never left his side. It was almost like he was making sure that I was doing everything right. And every day that passes now, I just thank whatever's upstairs that we've got him, because without him, I wouldn't have my husband. We're celebrating 30 years of marriage this year, and it's all thanks to this little guy. Hey. Sorry. With Chewy, apart from what he did for Ray, he's just such a special little soul. You know, his life could have been so much different. His life could have been so tragic. He's just had such a huge impact on both our lives. It's just amazing.
Jim Rosenthal and Graham Partridge welcoming you back to the main arena at Crufts 2022. What a competition we have around the corner here. The Crufts singles, all 4 heights, a 3-part competition, jumping, agility, and then a final. Top 4 combined in each height. 16 will go through, plus the winner of each round if they're not in the top 4, and that is unlikely. And we all start from scratch in the final later on. It's a really interesting course, and Graham Partridge, who has set many a course in his time, will tell you all about it. On you go, Graham.
Thanks, Jim. It's a lovely course, very quick, but quickness also brings its own problems. There is one just little section of the course which we're looking at now, and it goes from obstacles 8, 9 and 10. So 8 is the tunnel on the right-hand side, and they go in the top side of that tunnel. They come out. They've got to go into the bottom end. You can just see the number 9 there. They've got to go into that one, and then they've got to come out of that tunnel, and they've got to go into the weaving poles. Well, the issues with this are from tunnel to tunnel entrance is probably about the maximum you can have in between two obstacles, which is 10 meters. So that's going to be a real problem for the dog, because they like to identify what is next as soon as possible. So they'll be into that tunnel, they'll come out and they'll turn right, and they've got to go into the weaving poles, but they've got to go across the face of the other tunnel, which is not the correct course. So we will see what we will see, but I think because it's so quick and it's so spaced out, that could present a few problems of its own.
Thank you so much. Chris Huckle. Hannah Banks, Hannah Banks is our judge there today. Hannah supporting Ukraine, as many people are here at Crufts. And first to go is Gareth Connell and Maggie May. Patterdale, a working terrier. And it is Terrier and Hound Day here at Crufts on this Friday. 7 years of age, first time competing at Crufts for Gareth and for Maggie May. Big moment. Don't underestimate the tension that'll be churning around out there. From Handler and from Maggie May as well, and we're away. Neat, quick start from Maggie May up on that far side of the course. Through that first of the tunnels, through the second tunnels. Well, will there be a problem here? Not at the moment. Straight to the weaving poles, Gareth and Maggie May. Not particularly quick through there, but it's still nice and clean. Again, through that tunnel and up through the second tunnel, up on that far end of the course. And that's a good finale. And over the Kennel Club we go to finish, setting the standard 38 and clear for Gareth and for Maggie May.
Very nice round there from Gareth. All these competitors will be looking to put in 2 really nice, clear rounds to try and get them into that all-important final this evening.
Looking at Munchie, 6-year-old Border Collie. Dalton Meredith has seen him in action on day 1. And Munchie setting off really sharply. Good tight right-hand turn. Dalton sprinting to keep up with Munchie at the moment. That's got to enter the right side of the weaves. Tail flapping there. This had to be a twisting turn. In front of our position now, through the tunnel again, and the second tunnel. This is a really good round, this. Another tight turn at the top. This will set the standard. It's going to be quick, and it's going to be clean, faultless. 32.7 for Dalton and Munchie, number 1.
Fantastic, and if I can say, that'll put the cat among the pigeons with the rest of the competitors, because he's just laid down the mantle and said, beat that.
Zebedee, Papillon, Collie Cross, Sheltie, and Lauren Burns. First agility dog this for Lauren. Taking her to every big event in the UK. Exceptional little dog, picking up some early faults there, sadly. And an elimination as well, Graham, yeah?
Yes, unfortunately, she ran round the tunnel, which is a refusal, and then didn't come back and complete it.
But of course, Zebedee and Lauren will complete the course and will benefit from the experience as well. Lauren Burns and Zebedee.
But for a first dog to get up and get into this level, you see, she goes round the back of the tunnel, almost taking out the judge, who says, oh goodness, she said, I don't hate those crossed arms, she says.
Midget, 8-year-old working Cocker Spaniel with Natasha Pudu Becky from Devon. Crazy little dog, apparently loves life. Screams her way around the... Oh, my goodness me. That really did take a lump out of the Orange Iams barrier there. And a full 360 degrees as well. The pace is there, definitely, with little midget. And other sound effects. Still only 5 faults despite the demolition of that obstacle, and it's still pretty quick, Graham.
Typical Spaniel. Who put that in the way? Get it out. I'll just get up and get on with the job. That's what I like to do. And there we go, as you say, tails, leg, body, ears, everything going in an opposite direction. Very happy dog. And you see the jump go down, well, that's why they are movable, so that it will give.
2-year-old Maggie, young dog this one. Collie Cross miniature poodle, great future. Liz Carpenter, the handler from Manningford in Wiltshire. And again, really fast starters in the opening 10 seconds. Looking really good. Liz really sprinting down towards us, and there's hesitation and a full turn as well, but no faults, but precious time lost through the weaves. Another tight right-hander towards us now and into the first tunnel, flies out of the tunnel, into the second tunnel, in and out there as well. Going to be a tight finale. It is a good time, picking up those 5 faults along the way. 34 seconds up into the top 3 as things stand, but a lot of quick dogs to come.
Great speed across the ground, but you see here the dog was in a position to do it. It turned away, and the judge says, no, that's a refusal.
Willow, working Cocker Spaniel, handler James Adams, already a big winner at Crufts 2022, 5 years of age, is Willow, a working cocker. Just to remind you, 32.7 and clear is the best time at the moment. And these two are right up in that area. Lovely work through the weaves. Quick, tight turn, no time, no ground being lost there. This is shaping up to be something very, very tidy. It'll be right in the mix, this will be. 32.6. And not only is it in the mix, James has gone to the very top.
These two don't know the meaning of the word steady. This dog has only got one gear, and that is absolutely a flat out. But great round. Love watching this dog work. Love it.
Eliza, 8-year-old bearded collie. Ashley Butler, the handler, 2nd overall in Thursday's championship. Always puts everything into her work, has achieved all the goals last year, including winning championship ticket and 2 reserve tickets as well. So a very accomplished partnership, this one, Ashley Butler and Eliza. And all going okay thus far. Might not have the genuine speed, but we shall see. It's clean. And Ashley and Eliza in perfect sync. And good over that last finale there. 34.1 then for Ashley and for Eliza. Again in the top 3. Good stuff.
Very nice. Very, very genuine dog. This always gives 100% there for Ashley. Ashley, a great handler. And just showing us how tight is that, and that's where you make up your time, Jim.
Last dog, Fern, crossbreed, and Stephen Swanky. Time to beat, to remind you, 32.6. Got to go clear as well, and that will not happen with this one. Missed the entry to the tunnel, picking up 5 faults. Again, a bit of hesitation over that U-move jump at the far end of the course, and that'll be a elimination, sadly, for Fern and for Stephen, the last of our medium dogs. Plenty more to come, though. Hope this has whetted your appetite for the rest of the competition, which is sprinkled with high-class quality.
Oh dear, He doesn't like that tunnel for some reason. I've got no idea why, but we'll ask the dog later on. We'll get Radzi to speak to the dog later on and see what happens.
Yes, that's right. If anyone can get anything out of Fern, it's Radzi.
There we go. He does start to peel away, so you'd expect the dog to go with him, but in actual fact, the dog went to the left of that tunnel. Very strange.
Thank you, Nigel. So I'm pleased to bring on our winner of the medium singles class. This is James Adams and Willow. Congratulations, James. How does it feel? How did she perform for you?
I was really pleased with her. Her speed felt really nice, so yeah, it was good, especially after yesterday. It was a long day. So, yeah,
Brilliant, well done. And what did you think of the course here?
Yeah, it suited us. Some nice turns in there. Some places I can tighten her up on for sure. So, sack on the course.
Brilliant. It was nice to see the dogs open up on this course. So,
yeah, definitely.
Brilliant. Well done. Congratulations and good luck later on in the day.
Thank you.
A really successful few days, or opening couple of days here at Crufts for James Adams and for Willow. In second place, Dalton Meredith and Munchie. Excellent performance from them, and Ashley Butler so consistent with that lovely little bearded collie, Eliza, in the top three. First of the 8 large dog, Dalton Meredith again, and Costa, working sheepdog. Onto the large dogs we go. We have 8 of these. Second time at Crufts for Costa. And he's retiring from agility after this at the age of 10. He's going to enjoy every single second here, no matter what happens. And it's a good opening 10 seconds or so. Flicker of a hesitation entering the second tunnel, but good, no hesitation going through the weaves, high stepping through there. Again, those tight turns are so important. You get down to fractions of a second here. This is shaping up into a very competitive effort if the finish is good and strong, which I think it will be. Absolutely excellent from Dalton Meredith and from Costa. That is a really good time that these two have set, 33.5.
Yeah, he's lost none of it as Costa. Brick out of the wall there, but Dalton won't worry. I mean, to qualify one dog for this final, but to qualify 2 is just plain greedy. And as you say, just a brick coming off. They do dislodge very easily, but a great ending for a great dog.
Fernie Nigella, 4-year-old Border Collie, and Shannon Springford competed on Thursday with Gift to Shannon. Flying over that Iam's jump there. Again, Shannon working really hard. And Fernie Nigella in very good order, that middle part, turning and twisting as fast as she can. And it's again, it's going to be in the shake-up probably. Let's keep an eye on those bricks. They stay intact this time, 32.4 and clear, the best thus far.
Great time, great display of handling and distance handling there. And the dog, look at that, 2-footing, pushing off 1 foot and then the other, the most economical way to do it, and a great finish, and she'll be really pleased with that round.
Bowden, 5-year-old working sheepdog, and Amanda Ellerton, first time at Crufts, a big dog, this one. Very fast, though, over the ground. See what I mean?
Yep, long striding dog. This course should suit this dog. As I say, plenty of chance for it to open up there, and you can see straight into that tunnel. She picks the dog up on the right-hand side. Now she's actually got to just push the dog away round that jump. She comes back, collects the dog on the left-hand side to be on the inside of this all-important circle. She can take a shortcut, changes sides there. Oh, and just didn't get her shoulders round enough there in time. Such a shame. She'll be so disappointed with that. Well done, Amanda.
Yes, Amanda Ellerton and Bowden did so well to avoid the pitfalls that Graham had pointed out with the tunnels. But then, yeah, just that bit of miscommunication there. Shame. Sean Illingworth, an agent, Border Collie, 6 years of age, homebred boy, Heart of a lion, this one. Got to be 32 seconds and clear or thereabouts. But of course, we are qualifying a few from this particular event, and they want, oh, that's a full turn, but it's okay. No faults incurred. Yep, Agent knows the way through those weaves okay. Lovely jumping style, tail high in the air. This is a real quality, classy round from Sean and from Agent. Just excellent.
Very nice round there from Sean. Hopefully you could hear in the background. Just, you can almost shouting to get above the crowd noise here, so that it's all about communication. The dog needs to know where to go. Well done, Sean.
Rio, 7-year-old working sheepdog. The handler Stephanie Best won the British Open with Fate on day 1. Rescue dog, this one. And looking really good early on in the round. Oh, just clipped that one, just got a little bit too close to it. Bit of hesitation there. Coming down towards us now and through the 2 tunnels. A really good round. There's just apart from that one tiny blemish. Very good time as well, 33.4, just the 5 faults for Stephanie and for Rio, 3rd at the moment, Graham.
Very nice, and you can see Stephanie just started to move away just a fraction early. These dogs try so hard to please, and just very unlucky polo.
Clippy, 3-year-old Border Collie, and Dalton Meredith, his 2nd dog. We've already seen Costa, Clippy's 1st time at Crufts, and a young, promising dog. This one. Beautifully over that spread. Oh, that was just a little wobble, but it was okay. Almost blocking that 2nd tunnel that Graham pointed out there. And this is a lovely dog, it's Clippy. There's genuine speed there, scurrying towards the jump. It's going to be really fast, this is. Lovely fast time, 32. First one into, or the second one I should say, into the 32s, just behind Shannon at the moment.
And there we go, as I was alluding to. Dalton's on the left-hand side of the tunnel. The dog comes out the tunnel and turns towards him, just losing those tenths of a second, which is so important. But otherwise, a fantastic round. A dog with a lot of promise.
Lemon, 5-year-old Border Collie. Nara Cuddy, in great form at Crufts. The penultimate dog, this one in the large section. Last time at Crufts on the British Open, and has recently won at Olympia as well. Nara Cuddy and Lemon. Again, hesitation there, that'll be 5. That'll be 5 faults picked up going into the tunnel. Needs to generate a bit of pace here, probably. And the big finish from Nara Cuddy and Lemon, the Border Collie. 33.7. And
say very unlucky that, as I say, the dog expects to be turning to the left coming out of that first tunnel, because the handlers on that side, they've got to be so precise with what they're telling the dog. Turn right, turn right, turn right. But she's still in the mix, only 5 faults.
Last dog, Martin Reed, Nara Cuddy's partner, handling Snooze, 5-year-old Border Collie. It is the top 4 to go through from this, so nice to win, but the top 4 will do. And to get into that top 4, you've got to be within 33.5 seconds, and preferably a clear round as well. Go on, Graham.
Yeah, no, it's the top 4 of the combined results from the jumping this morning and the agility, but you are right, it is the top 4, Jim, plus the winner of any of the rounds if they're not already in that top 4. Love this pairing. They just look so comfortable together. Martin's a great handler, this is a great dog, and it's shaping up for a great round as well. Well done.
34.3 seconds and clear, and Martin Reed goes into the top 3, so that is pretty much job done for those two.
Well done, Shannon. Now, everybody in the room, let's give her a big round of applause. That's an amazing run. How does it feel to be back at Crufts?
Oh, I'm just so happy. Like, Crufts is such a cool event, and it's her first time, so I couldn't be happier with her. She's cool.
She's done a good job, hasn't she?
Yeah,
will she get a special treat tonight?
Oh, of course, steak for dinner.
She'll get
Always.
dinner.
Oh yeah, steak for dinner.
So one of the things I've noticed, and I'm sure all the ladies and gentlemen here have noticed as well, is you obviously have a fantastic relationship with her. She seems to know where to go. How do you build that relationship with her?
She's just obsessed with me, but mainly she works for her toy, so as long as you reward her a lot, she's quite happy to do anything.
Yeah, so lots of positive reinforcement.
Yeah, lots of play, lots of reinforcement. Like, she loves her toy, so as long as I use that, she's pretty happy. She'll do it.
Because she actually looks like, and I'm sure everyone will agree, she actually looks like she can read the numbers.
I wish it was that easy.
I wish it was that easy. Well done. Thank you so much. Let's give a big round of applause to Shannon for a fantastic run. Well done.
Yes, well done, Shannon. Well done, Fernie Nigella, bit of steak dinner awaiting her this evening, apparently. So Shannon first, Dalton Meredith and Cliffy second place. Don't forget the top 4 to go through. Martin Reed in third. Good event, good competition. Rounding off the results then of the large jumping section of the singles. First of 9 intermediate dogs is Gamble, Border Collie and Stephen Richardson, who is in excellent form. Over that U-move jump at the top end of the course. That's good style going through the weaves from Gamble. First of the intermediate dogs. Really enjoying the work. Stephen and Gamble, this is a good combination. I think we'll see more of them later in the day. 32.8 and faultless.
Very nice there round. You see, Stephen's now on the other side of the tunnel, so the confusion doesn't arrive because the dog knows it's coming out and it's actually going to the right. So that's just the illustration between the good and maybe could do better.
You're looking at Image, very successful dog over the years, 10 this month, Border Collie, and Sian Illingworth, hugely experienced competitor, home and abroad. Nothing to prove this one, likely to be his last appearance at Crufts. Sian saying very lucky to run Image today. Been a wonderful dog. Oh, just a flicker of hesitation, it's okay. And Sian, yeah, as Graham has pointed out, almost blocking the entrance to the tunnel to take Image into the weeds. Lovely style. Beautifully through the tunnel again, and this will be fine. If they keep it going, this will be fine. This should be good enough to get through. That's really good. 34.4 and clear for Sian and second place.
Very nice. Sian's an extremely experienced handler, and as you say, this dog's now 10, so it knows all about it. It's been here before. Or just a slight slip, recovers really well, but this carpet is so good these days. And great action shot there. Is he having a good time? Yes, he is.
Zest, 6-year-old Border Collie next to go, and Nicola Wildman. Zest crazy, loud and full on, and can be a challenge for Nicola. Beautiful style, hanging in the air in front of us over that arms jump. Got a great view of that. Oh, almost, yes, there was a slight bit of hesitation. And that will pick up 5 faults there going into the tunnel. Style and clearing those barriers effortlessly. Nicola Wildman and Zest, 35.2.
Very nice there. As you say, dog just flicked to the left and then she overcorrected and the judge had no option but to give her a refusal there. There she goes, the clenched fist. Yes, shall I, shan't I? Yes, I will. Definitely. Good decision.
You're looking at Fate, 5-year-old Border Collie, and Stephanie Best. This partnership won the British Open on day 1 here at Crufts 2022. First dog to become an agility champion for Stephanie. Second time at Crufts and has qualified for everything possible. A very classy combination and one to watch. Again, a little flicker of going left, but Stephanie pointing Fate towards the weaves, and this is right up there. This is good, this is faultless. Crashing through the tunnel, and the second one as well. This will be a good, quick, competitive time, but at the end, the round totally compromised. Called again. And again. Oh dear. The round, it is an amazing sport. Is it just unraveled and what you think is going to be the grand finale, Graham?
Well, she did really well to start with because she saved herself an elimination. She stopped the dog back jumping, corrected it. Now she's thinking, oh, that was lucky. And now she takes her mind off the last jump. But it's easy for me to sit here and say very difficult when you're out there. Unlucky, Stephanie.
Fleck, 7-year-old Border Collie, and Stephen Seal. Really proud that the amazing pup that is Fleck has qualified for the singles. A dog that relishes the big occasion. Round Fleck is the instruction from Stephen. Fleck obeying. Again, the dogs, quite a few of them, a tendency to run left coming out of the tunnel, have to be pointed right. But it's all good so far. It's clear and it's clean. And it's fast as well. Very competitive this from Stephen. What about the last few obstacles? No problem. 32.8 for Stephen and for Fleck. Number 1. Applause from Hannah as well.
Very pleased for Stephen. He's worked very hard with this dog. It's 7 now, but the last year or so they've just seemed to have clicked and come on as a partnership. So he'll be more than happy with what he's just done.
Pebbles, 9-year-old Border Collie, handled by Natasha Wise, 3 times world champion with that wonderful dog, Dizzy. Pebbles, a dog who is almost inspired running on the green carpet here at Crufts. Looked left, went right there, did Pebbles, which is absolutely the right thing to do. This is a very good time. Well up on the course. Clear and clean. Again through the tunnel, a little at the end there. Will it be tricky, or this is a good time from Natasha and for Pebbles? Very good, 33.0 into the top 3. That's where they want to be, Graham.
Very nice there from Natasha, probably one of the most committed, dedicated people. She'll be out later on replaying all this to see how she could get that extra 1/10 of a second. But a great round there from Pebbles and Natasha. Look, big blow out of air there. So it's over.
Zing, 6-year-old Border Collie, and Alan Wildman, the handler, in good form. International competitor. Zing achieving agility champion status last year. 6 years of age. Over the second obstacle, the eye out. Over the spread. Round you come. Good tight turn, took it well. And headed straight for that second tunnel. That's good. This is good. No hesitation there from Zing or from Alan as well. Twisting turn, a couple of barks, heading right towards us now. Sharp right-hander. In and out of both tunnels. What about the finale now? The time is good, very competitive, and the round is clear. 33 for Alan and for Zing, and again up into the top 4.
Very nice controlled round. Dog did everything that Alan asked of it, and that's put him exactly where he wants to be, just in the mix. Like to have been winning, obviously, but he's got a clear round and in a good time in the bag.
Costa, really handsome dog, this one. And Matthew Goodliff, senior coach on Team GB, 7-year-old Border Collie. First time in the main ring at Crufts. Never quite sure how that, oh dear, how that affects a dog. Took that jump the wrong way round, and that will be an elimination, sadly. Things happen so quickly in this sport, Graham, can't they? Just one little misstep, and
they do.
The day's ruined.
And it's the first time he's had this dog in the main ring, so he's obviously a little bit worried about how it's going to react. But tremendous respect there for Matthew. He is one of the best. He's a fantastic coach for Team GB, and I am sure that this coming year we're going to have a fantastic team and do so well at the European and World Championships.
We'll talk more about those later on. Never like to see those. Last dog, Tunde Bell, Betty, 6-year-old Border Collie. Betty, the first collie, very chilled and cuddly at home, but on an agility course, absolutely transformed. Is Betty. Let's see what she can do. Really accelerating into the tunnels. Time is exceptional. It's really good first 15 seconds. This is good from Tunde and from Betty. Come on, Betty, come on. Just need that big finale now. Need a big finale from Betty and from Tunde. Time dropped away a bit in the second part of that round.
Yes. Still a very nice round here, and as I say, unless the dog just seemed to be slightly hesitant, but I think that's probably a confidence issue, running on artificial grass, possibly even for the first time, but still lots more to come from this great dog and great handler.
So, Steve, well done, first of all, for doing an absolutely fantastic run. I think you've even got your own fan club. Let's give Steve a bit of a cheer there for a great run. So, just tell us in the room, we saw you walking the course earlier. How do you decide which way you're going to go and how you're going to handle it that's going to make a difference over all the other handlers?
Basically, it's the course of my dog. I just take the lines that I'm looking for with her to keep her smooth, let her do the work, and I get out of her way, keep the power down going.
Yeah, so each dog is different, is that right? Would you say you're working with the stride length and things like that of that particular dog?
Well, it's 26 years since I've been to Crufts. I had 22 years out retired, and the last dog I worked here was Fell, and he was a different dog. I would have been ahead of her. That's when she's happy, and trust me, she loves the big occasion. She said hello to every person on the bus on the way here. I couldn't stop her.
I think she's having a great time.
She loves
She's
it.
earned her tea, hasn't she, tonight?
Oh,
she definitely
made me
has.
work.
Well done, Steve.
Thank
Let's
you
give
very much
Steve
indeed.
a big round of applause. Thank you.
Yes, congratulations to Stephen and to Fleck, and confirmation of the result of the intermediate section. There we go, Stephen and Fleck. Number one, a reminder that it's the combined top fours that go through, so even those who are not in the top four are still in with a reasonable chance. Stephen Richardson second with Gamble, and Natasha Wise and Pebbles, and just winding down those results there. So this is a combined event, of course, and we're all going to build up to the big finale later on this afternoon. Here we go with the first of 8 small dogs. Bell Bell, 4-year-old working Cocker Spaniel. Lee Harfield, the handler, runs a livery of 20 horses, and Bell comes to work every day on the yard. Kind and sweet. First time, another first timer at Crufts. That's proper hesitancy, I think, there. Graham, on you go.
Got there in the end, though. That's all that matters. No fault, so still clear as we come round now into a really fast section of the course. Changes sides. Now, will she turn the dog towards her or away? She opts for the safe option of turning it towards her, telling the dog to go on. Oh, just a little hesitancy there, cost her a bit of time. Still 40.774, but she's clear.
Yeah, she was clear despite the full 360 at the end there. Entertaining round, first-timer Bell Bell and Lee Harfield. Looking at the 4-year-old working cocker, Fanny. This combination there from Camberley. Sander Titt is the handler. And not particularly quick, but it is clean thus far for Sander and for Fanny. Lovely little dog. Can be really proud of her work here today. Good combination. 38.8 and faultless for Sander and for Fanny.
Very nice round there from Sander. There we are. Unfortunately eliminated, but he's had a good time, and the dog's doesn't know it's been eliminated. Keep saying that, Jim, but I mean it.
Samantha Lane and Ninja Zippy, 6-year-old Cocker Spaniel. Running the European Championships, this one, and came 5th. Bit of hesitation, wasn't quite sure, looked to the weaves, ended up in the tunnel. Precious time lost, though. Picking up faults going into that weave. Go through there again. Didn't enter from the right side. And coming towards the end of the course now, and oh dear, that'll be an elimination. That will be an elimination, confirmed by Hannah Banks. Ninja, Zippy and Samantha eliminated right at the end there, Graham.
Yes, unfortunately, as you say, a little bit of confusion there. So she started to lose time there, but and then this dog just screams its enjoyment the whole way round. And then, unfortunately, picking up an elimination for doing the wrong side of the jump. But well done, Sam.
Looking at Takita, wearing a bit of Crufts bling there, the shiny collar on Takita. Alan Bray competed yesterday. Fun-loving dog, this one. It's a great sight seeing these small dogs go around and strut their stuff here, really. Just a bit of hesitation again, a complete turn that will cost time but won't cost any points for Alan or Takita. Yeah, really keen to get to the next obstacle. And Takita, tight right-hander, one over the bricks and over the kennel club fully from Marley. 34 and clear. That's very, very respectable from Alan and Takita.
Very nice. You can see the bling collar there. The only stipulation is about wearing collars is that it must be close fitting. Can only be wearing one, but look at the enthusiasm of this dog going through the weaves. That is just its favourite thing to do. Apart from have a cuddle with Alan, that is.
Sizzle, 4-year-old Shetland sheepdog, handler Katrina hands. This pair won the British Open on day 1 and were runner-up in the championship. In great form already here at Crufts 22. Sizzle. Yeah, that's beautifully fast and beautifully accurate as well from Sizzle. Just a hesitation there. That was the one that Graham pointed out, in fact. You never know, they might have been missing that, and Katrina did very well to block the entrance to the tunnel, which is where Sizzle was heading. Now you can go into that tunnel, Sizzle, and the time is really good too. Sizzle looking for the grand finish.
Oh!
And again, right at the end, Graham. Right
It
at the end.
is such a shame. Just when you start to relax and then the dog runs past him. But you see Katrina also wearing a yellow and blue headband there. So many agility people contributing to the to the relief effort there, but and I say, just running past, but she's had a great time.
This is Fuse, 10-year-old Shetland sheepdog, and Louise Eden. Taken this dog, Dream Dog, has taken Louise to every major final just about all over the world. Last year qualifying for Crufts and want to enjoy every single second. 10-year-old Fuse. That was a nervous moment up on the far end of the course.
Great little dog, this, competed internationally and nationally. She does very, very well because she comes from the Channel Islands and they don't get a chance to compete in the bigger competitions over there, so she does really, really well. This dog owes her nothing. It's she's had a fantastic career and she's really, really proud of it and had a great time. Well done.
And no problems at the end there. Up into second place at the moment for 40 seconds, but very importantly, a clear round for Louise and Fuse. You're looking at Blink, personal favourite, Lauren Langman, last but one, the working cocker, 8 years of age. This is bound to be high-quality entertainment from Blink and Lauren, and, well, it's entertaining, but it's not the way to go. Blink missing the entry to the tunnel, missing it by a long way too. 5 faults for Blink, but straight back into her work. That's the right way to go into it. It's won so many events here at Crufts. And will look to recover from that early error. 3 to go at the end there for Blink and for Lauren. Just those 5 faults, 41.4 the time.
So just looking at the mistake here, you see, and all of a sudden she flings her left arm up quite late, and I think the dog just took that as a signal to go to the left of the tunnel, but that's how quickly these mistakes can happen. Blink and you miss it, Jim.
This is Winnie, cross cockapoo, 8 years of age. Charlotte Wilkinson, first agility dog for Charlotte, first time at Crufts as well. Let's have a look and see what the first timers can do. All okay so far for Charlotte and for Winnie. Taking the right course, not spectacularly quick, but Winnie going as quickly as she can. Yeah, this is a round to be proud of so far for Charlotte Wilkinson and for Winnie. They will look to complete it in the same very competent fashion. Really good. 42 seconds and clear. Can't do more than that, Graham, really.
That you can only do what the dog offers you on the day. Very nice round there. Quite steady, but she's got a clear round, and that's what you need in this 3-part competition. So they combine the results just to confirm between jumping and agility.
Okay, so let's welcome Alan Bray to the arena. He's just done a fantastic run, our current leader in the small section. Alan, we've known each other a long time. We've been doing this agility lot for a long time, haven't we? Can you tell me and everybody else in the room, what is it about agility that you love? What keeps you coming back year after year?
I think it's the friendship of the people we see and meet and have developed over the years, and the love of the dogs and wanting everyone to do well, really, because it's a great companionship and sport together.
Absolutely. It's a great community, isn't it?
Yes.
And everybody gets to know each other. And we all have a love of dogs, as I'm sure everybody else does in the room as well. So if anybody was inspired by your run, I'm sure many were, how would they get into agility? How can they start with their own dog?
Yeah, it's very easy. Go onto the Kennel Club website and you'll find the agility clubs all listed there. All you have to do is find one that's near you and find one from there, and they'll point you in the right direction. Even if they're full, they'll find one for you.
Brilliant, fantastic. Thank you so much. I think she's ready to get going, isn't she? She's whining at us. She's telling us, come on, let's get on with this. So thank you so much, Alan. Let's give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. It was a fantastic run. Thank you, and we'll see you later in the agility. Thank you, thank you.
Yes, Alan Bray and Takita will be back later on for the climax of the competition. Louise Eden and Fuse up into second place, and Lee Harfield and Bell Bell into the top three. But don't forget, as Graham was saying, the results are all combined to sort out the grand final later on in the afternoon here on day 2 at Crufts 2022. Presentation time, Graham. That means it's all yours.
Thank you very much, Jim. Great competition. To say, we saw the best of the best there. Presentations are going to be made by our judge, Hannah Banks.
Okay, and we have our judge, Hannah Banks, here to present the awards.
And I think we're going to start
So,
off
the
with
winner
the
of
small
the
category.
Crufts
And the winner of the small category was Alan Bray. There he is, with Takita, working Cocker Spaniel, 7 years of age. It's been there, done it, got the T-shirt, but it never fails to get a smile out of him. He's so proud. And I know someone else who's going to be really pleased with themselves. Louise Eden with Fuse, 10 years old now, probably one of its last major competitions. All the way from Jersey, she'll be over the moon with that. Then moving on now to the mediums. He's been in great form for the last couple of days. James Adams with Willow, the one-speed dog, and that's flat out. Followed up by someone else who's had, I think he's had 3 dogs in this competition, and that's Dalton Meredith, but he's placed now with Munchie. The winner of the intermediate section of this competition, Stephen Seal. Been building up to this all year at the end of last year, so really good reward for them. And followed by, in second place, the ever-competitive Stephen Richardson with his young Border Collie, Gamble, still only 4 years of age.
Winner of our cross singles heat large jumping is Shannon Springfield.
And the winner of the large was Shannon Springford. And then I think we're going to dart back to the left, because being greedy, such as he is, in second place in the large was Dalton Meredith again, with Clippy. Again, this is his young dog, so done really well. You can't start competing in agility in the UK until your dog's at least 18 months of age. That's just to make sure that they're not overtrained too early. And then we're going to have the customary lap of honour. Everyone's got their toys in their mouth, just about. If you want to keep a spaniel happy. Oh, the dog, he's going to do a bit of searching. I think, Alan, get your dog off the red seats. You'll be in real trouble. Got his favourite ball in his mouth. Big wave for the crowds. Great competition, Jim. Well done. Everybody enjoying it.